Hello, Peter.
Hello.
Last session we talked about your intake and what kind of help you wanted from me, and you mentioned that you have been living a kind of sedentary lifestyle. You mentioned some sleep patterns that were somewhat irregular, as
Hmm.
well as some stress and just fatigue overall.
Yeah.
After that session, I asked you make to answer a questionnaire for me, and that's the web for the 6 aspects of positive health.
Hmm.
And looking at it, you have what I would say it's a well-rounded score that uh, tells me that you have been trying to improve certain aspects of your life as well. You have some good ones,
Hmm.
but I see that some of them, for example. That sleep problems and stress problems they seem to be lower scores. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, firstly, I don't really know what the actual thing is. It might be a bit of stress from work, stress from school, combining, and it's just like not helping me overall. Like at night, I could sometimes wake up at like 3 or 4 a.m. And for real, like it's just been bugging me. Then once I wake up, it's a couple of hours before I can get back to sleep, and then it's almost actual morning time to go to school or work. Then at that point. And then that's affecting me at work as well or school because I'm tired and fatigued throughout the day, and yeah, I can't perform at my best.
So let's say because of your stress, is that the reason that you're not getting that much sleep, right? You just have too much in your mind and
Yeah, it's quite a lot. I feel like it's a pretty hectic time in my life at the moment, so that's kind of something that's I feel, in my opinion, that's what is probably bothering me.
yeah, I can tell that that aspect for your quality of life seems to be not low, but a little bit over the median, which is something that I like, and
Mhm.
I feel that's definitely something that we can work with together.
Mhm.
Um, what would you say it's your stress relief activities that you do on daily basis or sometimes?
Well, sometimes, well, more often than not, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I'm starting to enjoy going to the gym. I mean, it's not much at the moment. It's normally like 30, 40 minutes in the gym because that's all I have time for. But just to get a nice, quick little workout in, just this does something that kind of works for me.
Yeah, you mentioned to me last time that you were like keen on starting a more well presented
Hmm.
treatment plan in which you would go to the gym for certain exercises, be it upper body, lower body. Is that something that you want to work with me? We can definitely create a plan for you, which we can make your training well rounded and more effective according to the amount of time that you have in a daily basis.
Hmm. Okay.
And based on that training plan, we can look into reducing your stress level, increase your strength. That is something that you mentioned to me in the last time. That one of your goals when coming to speak with me is increasing your overall strength. Other than that, you mentioned some factors that you used to that you do and sometimes during the week. For example, drinking or smoking. Is that something that you do regularly or semi-regularly?
I would say semi regularly. I mean, before, yeah, I was probably 2 or 3 times either smoking or drinking or both. Now it's, I mean, now it's only like every Friday. Like if there's a party going on, yeah, I'm going to go to that. Like and it's something.
So socially, it's an activity that you do socially,
Yes, exactly.
and that's fine. If that uh, helps you to feel less stress on a weekly basis, it's something that I would try to look into. Not do that much, but yeah,
Hmm.
as long as you feel like that's helping your stress situation, I would think that's a good thing. I feel like I see here that you have some other stress problems. For example, you says that you don't have enough money to pay your bills.
Yeah.
Is that the reason why you feel stressed from work?
Yeah, part of the reason, yeah. Like, because the amount of time I have to dedicate to schoolwork, I don't have that much to dedicate to actual work, earning money. So it's just kind of like once every week comes around, when the paycheck comes in, it all has to go back into groceries, all has to go back into accommodation, all has to go back into everything. So it's just kind of like slowly going down every time, and just kind of like yeah, something that's a bit.
So you feel
Not
like
right.
you have to cut your work hours because of your stress situation? No, not because of your stress situation, but because of your busy from work.
Yeah, almost like it. Yeah.
What do you think about your current schedule? Do you think you have been like organizing it well enough and as to have enough time for all your activities?
Well, I think I dedicate a lot of time to schoolwork. I feel that is like a top priority. Um, and that takes up the big bulk of my free time. Yeah, normally I have one hangout social event in a week, normally on a Friday. Just go out to drink for friends. That's like a time I allocate it, and then the weekends then are like 6 to 8 hours of work. Um, and then when I get home, I do more work, clean, cook as well. All that just makes me feel not great. I don't feel like I have any time just to sit down, relax, and just chill.
Yeah. So you would say that it's organization issues, maybe. For
Ye-
example, the way that you feel like the time that you spend doing schoolwork is effectively spent?
Not at all. I feel like it's very kind of all over the place, very pretty inefficient. Like I think looking overviewing it, like it's something I can definitely improve on, and like
So, if you were to say, for example, I would refer you to maybe a psychologist or a therapist in which they would help you look into these organization issues, would you say it's a good thing for you, or
yeah. Well, I'll look for any help I can get, anything that could benefit me. Like it's like the stress is
yeah, I feel like
really upsetting.
if we were able to come up with a kind of a schedule in which you could organize your time better, it would definitely help you in stress relief. So, for example, if you're working on something like the gym, if you have more time to go to the gym, you may have more time for other things. You may have reduced stress levels. I would also be looking into adding yoga or some stress relief exercises for you, so you can reduce these stress levels.
Okay.
So you can organize your mind better. Maybe you have a cloudy mind, and that's why you feel like your organization is worse. So it's definitely that's something that we can fix into your daily schedule.
Okay. Thank you. That would be
Uh,
great.
Other than that, it seems like you have a good mental well-being other than the stress. And it says here that your bodily function is something that are the mid to high levels. Is that pertaining to your training plans, or is there something that you would like to work on other than strength?
I think. Yeah, I think because like I've been mostly working on muscular strength exercises recently, so I think rather my endurance has definitely gone down because I used to care a lot about that, but now with time wise I don't allocate any time for that. So I think that's something, even though I haven't tested recently, I think it's something that is probably I reckon has gone down for worse.
Yeah, looking into this, we can. It's something that we cannot implement straight away into your plan, considering that you feel that you don't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that we may have to look into adding into a future. But for the time being, I feel like if we were to add some goals to your strength training and to your stress relief mechanisms, we can definitely look into adding endurance training after we have done those initial goals.
Okay.
Other than that, is there anything else that you feel like is weighing you down in a daily basis, or?
No, I wouldn't think so. I think it's just mostly the sleep issue caused by the stress. That, in my opinion, I think it is. But yeah, other than that, I feel quite confident, quite happy, somewhat where I am.
Okay, so yeah, definitely some things that we can work on, but that's something that we can get on with the treatment plans that I'm able to come with after we have done this interview.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and I'll be talking to you soon about the coaching.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.